is Sbmm in the game? That is not what we want. Nobody wants it. I don't know any content creator. I don't know any casual player. I mean, I look at my chat all the damn time. I had 800 plus concurrent viewers, 20,000 total viewers on the launch of Black Ops 7 beta. Nobody said they wanted Sbmm. Not one person. I swear on everything holy. If there was somebody in there, I didn't see it, because let me tell you, nobody wants skill-based matchmaking. So why the fuck is it in the game?
Adding skill-based matchmaking back? How does that make any sense? He then
Zero.
goes on to say, we're trying to limit how many playlists we have active to focus on population and data, and that doesn't make sense whatsoever.
Now they're turning it back on. That's the first thing I want to say. The second thing is they want to get solid testing data and feedback on matchmaking. How many fucking years do they have of this matchmaking system? How much data do they have? It's been 6 years of this same Sbmm bullshit that we've been experiencing, and they don't have enough data by now? Are you kidding me? How about you turn it off for the entire beta and then get your data that way? Or how about this? Fuck the data. It wasn't really a problem back in the day when you guys were making good Call of Duties, because guess what? The Call of Duty was great because you guys actually cared about the game. The people that actually made the game actually played.
Now here's the real issue I have with Sbmm. My thoughts are very controversial about it, but I do feel it works in games like Fortnite. So Fortnite is really a game where it counts based on wins, kills, and placement. And again, you're not going to win every time, but if you win in Fortnite, it is going to increase that Sbmm, which makes it much, much harder for your next ranked placements. The issue with Call of Duty Black Ops, it's actually very easy to get kills in multiplayer matches, and the Sbmm increases very aggressively. I've gotten to a point in Black Ops 6 where I had to stop playing it because the Sbmm was putting me with pro players. And again, I was nowhere near a pro player. I was maybe above average, but the time I was getting killed is absolutely unbelievable. And I had to lose a few matches, not on purpose, but just in general, I had to die many times, which those 5 matches made it unbearable for me. It was one of the most unfun experiences ever. So I could even get into normal lobbies. And then when I got into normal lobbies, I suddenly died again. It makes absolutely no sense. And in a game like Fortnite, you can die very fast. You just drop in and you go into the first spawn ever and you pick a fight and your Sbmm goes down as you die, right? But you are learning, and if you survive out of 20 people, of course, you are a very good level. That's why it's going to increase your Sbmm. And if you win like 3 times, of course, it's going to put you in higher ranks. But it doesn't work the same in Call of Duty, where if you're playing a meta weapon, obviously you're going to have a good KD ratio, and the Sbmm is too aggressive and it's data for 5 years. I don't think they're going to change it because there's no reason for them to. As long as they sell skins, as long as they sell the games, they have no reason to actually change the whole setup.
Fucking game. And guess what? There was no Sbmm. You got into a match within 1 second like we're experiencing in the beta, which is awesome in the open matchmaking game mode. But how about you just don't worry about the data, turn it off, and then go off of that data? Or fuck, like I just said, don't worry about it whatsoever. I'm spinning all over the place because like it makes no sense. Matt, are you even understand? Do you even play the game? Do you even know what we want anymore? You don't have enough data already, enough feedback, enough testing of normal search and destroy from MW3, Black Ops 6, and before that? Like, what are you talking about here? Oh, we need more data. It's been 6 years, maybe even longer.
Feedback on matchmaking, man. Freaking feedback on matchmaking. We've been giving you feedback for almost 7 straight years now, dude. Like every game,
exactly,
every season, every update, every single fucking day we've been giving you feedback. You have it. What more feedback? What more data could you possibly need? You have 7 years worth of feedback and 1/2 of the entire Black Ops 7 beta's worth of feedback as well. What's the problem here? Are things just going too well? Or too many fans enjoying your game? Is Treyarch like that fucking toxic couple who don't even love each other anymore? So instead of just ending it, they just pick fights over and over absolutely nothing. Like, what is the problem here? Are you just not content being happy? Everybody else was happy. The beta was...
Nero Cinema going off is absolutely hilarious. You can tell he gets a lot of hate sometimes in the comments saying he's a rage bear or whatever. You can literally see, or not see, you can hear the passion in his voice about this. Like, this is all we want. You see Blame Shoot's video, you see Nero Cinema's video, you see Foolie's video, you see my video. All we want is no Sbmm. That will make the game so much. In reality, they shot you 5 times, apparently.
I personally tried no Sbmm, and I only got matched against pro players. So again, Sbmm is something that's going to be in all games, not just Call of Duty. And people have to realize it is a way for worse players to actually play the game because it's going to match them with other worse players. A lot of people who say it doesn't work are the ones who have been playing COD for years. Now, I fully agree that if you've been playing COD for plus 5 years, which isn't the true casual gamer, is going to have this issue because he's good enough to actually not be matched with the bad players, but he's going to get matched against pro players and it's going to make the game unfun, right? And here's where I think this is a very, very big issue personally. We are seeing the majority of players being casual players, you know, those who bought their first Call of Duty or second Call of Duty and play during the weekends, maybe watch a bit of YouTube. And this is where SBMM really applies to, really helps. But the other half, you know, or the other 30, 20%, those are very vocal about it because, yes, it is becoming a big issue for them after years of not getting content through, years of begging. Nothing has changed, and I feel like this will persist for a long time. But what do you guys personally think about it? I think it is becoming a thing where Call of Duty is basically forced in Black Ops 7 to add a no SBMM option, at least for people to try and see the difference. Personally, I like SBMM because I'm not good enough at the game, but maybe once I start to be really good, I will definitely cop to no SBMM. It's been a controversial thing, and again, I am saying again, guys, there is an option to add it, and this is something that Battlefield is gonna have, right? SBMM in Battlefield 6. You can just Google it. Battlefield matchmaking won't rely heavily on SBMM as other factors will take priority, right? Because Battlefield is not a team-based game. Well, it is in fact a team-based game. It's not like Call of Duty where you can just carry. So there's going to be other factors at hand, while in Call of Duty, it's mostly competitive, right? As I said, comparison with Fortnite, you can lose a few games pretty quickly, but in COD is much harder to exit that SBMM train, so smash that like button. I can almost guarantee you that SBMM is a low priority for Call of Duty right now, simply because they're focusing more on skins and other revenue driven. Again, what's gonna make more revenue? Posting skins, new maps, new content, stuff that people will buy, or actually revamping a whole system. Of course, yeah, over the long term, SBMM would work, but in their minds, it already works. It's already done, and the people who complain are a very large minority, a very minor minority of people who, you know, simply don't like the game. But I feel like that it is becoming a greater and greater issue, especially for those pro players, that they could at least add an option, even if you had to wait for lobbies a long time. I mean, the servers, yeah, it's gonna cost, but they are a billion-dollar company, and adding a few smaller servers with no SBMM would just improve that honesty and trust factor, which they have lost over the years personally. But I don't think Call of Duty will ever fail or go away. I think this is going to be a franchise that you can return in 20 years and it's still going to be there.